this piece, for instance, it's called Bess Sunrise. But I didn't start with the idea that I would create a sunrise. What I started with was the idea of this massive amount of canvas, which was going to be not flat hanging on the building, but the canvas is going to be a moving part of this stationary building. Here's this large steel and concrete and aluminum structure that stands resisting all movement on the bank of this river. And we're going to cover it in fabrics that will move and that will change. The building now is not just steel, the building is steel, aluminum, and canvas. This art form, the dyeing art form, is a slow, long process. You put something, a piece of fabric, a piece of material in dye, and the colors develop over a long period of time. The mixing of the color is as much a part of the dyeing as the actual putting the material in the dyes. The sound of the dye powder falling on the scale, the sound of the water as it's being poured into the cup where the dye powder is, and the feeling of the dye powder under my fingers as it dissolves into the water. All of those are things that change my way of seeing, to change your way of thinking. And it gives a kind of life to the material. Fiber resist is manipulating the fabric and using any kind of fiber to resist the dye itself. And what I do is to make a sculptural form, a three-dimensional form, and then envelop that form in dyes. And the dyes, because it's three-dimensional, the dyes penetrate in various levels the shapes that I've created, and penetrate even into the weave and fiber of the material itself. So here's this long process of color, kind of like breath, coming into your body and going into your lungs, and then into the pockets of your lungs, and then through your lungs into your bloodstream, and spreading out, and finally reaching the cells of your body and transforming themselves and your body into something new.